pompous, but there are some really nice things about it. It's ironic with what's called a pulvinated frieze, so that's a rounded kind of cushion shape, and it's got sort of a more or less typical division into three parts. So there's a base, there's a middle, and there's a top. And then above the cornice, it's sort of extended further by these banks of dormer windows, which I think also get smaller as they go up as well. So there's kind of sort of recede from you. At the ends here, there's these quite nice compositions where the rustication goes all the way up, and then you've got this kind of motif in the where there's a flat arch on the bottom with a big keystone. Then above it is a window which has its own keystone and sort of triangular pediment with a block and a figure on top. And the window sort of steps out like a little building itself, so that's called an edicule. And then above that you've got a kind of a circle window, so you can try to arch. Right at the top, if you think of the two bits, either stonework, they kind of become almost like pylons, so big blocks of masonry.
It's interesting that there are little guttae in the underside of the cornice, which suggests that there are columns hidden inside the wall there that have then sort of been buried in this massive banded stonework.
So there's all sorts of kind of organising principles which apply to the whole building, and then they're broken in places, like at these ends, and the ends are sort of organised almost on their own logic.